can you truthfully say to yourself that you wake up every single day, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're telling yourself that you're really living the way that you want to live? Because the thing is, yeah, you can look at yourself in the mirror, and it's not real. So when I say the title is Real Recognizes Real, that's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to you. And the reason why I'm so compelled to make this is because I feel like a lot of you out there is you're not living as authentically as you can, to be honest. The reason why I say that is because you're living a life that someone else is telling you to live. And not even just living a life, but how you're feeling and how you're acting on a daily basis, it's not yours. Alright? It's not genuine, and you know that. And it's probably the reason why you suffer from so much anguish and deception in your life, and everything's fake, man. Everything is fake. It's just not right, man. And the thing is, yeah, as uncomfortable as it is, and as uncomfortable as change is, if you keep lying to yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be stuck in this endless cycle. And what do you want? Everyone wants freedom. Everyone wants freedom in their mind. Everyone wants freedom in terms of growth. Everyone wants freedom in the terms of self-awareness, right? It's the foundations of real change. So don't live in denial, alright? Because your habits, your fears, and your excuses, they can exist, and other people may accept them. But truthfully, the person that you're looking in the mirror isn't. Not at all, alright? So, why do you lie to yourself? Let's start by that, right? Typically, it's because, again, there's a lot of comfort in lying to yourself. Humans... God damn, I think there's some foxes that are screaming right now. Anyway, it's a lot easier to kind of live in this false reality where you're... Goodness gracious, they're really going at it, aren't they? Anyway, it's a lot easier than to face the painful truths of reality, of who you really want to be and authentically be, right? Because it could mean losing your friends, being close to your family maybe. It just requires a whole kind of identity change in a way, and that's hard. And sometimes that can drive you insane, because like you come to a point where you're so lonely and you're kind of in this element of finding yourself, and it's not fun at times, right? Because, you know, when you're sitting at night by yourself, you're just like, whoa, man, should I go back to how I was? No, don't. Whoever you are right now, don't do that. Alright, because there's always going to be a better future for you moving forward. Alright, so avoiding reality means avoiding real progress, and you end up sabotaging yourself, because deep down you know what's not real, and the guilt's going to keep eating at you. You're going to attract fake energy when you're not real with yourself, and your relationships and your goals are going to reflect that. Again, living someone else's dream, like I was saying earlier, right? So, start to ask yourself the questions of like, what am I pretending not to know? What excuses do I keep making? What's stopping me from taking action? Because sometimes you have to look at your actions rather than your words. And if you become any bit of conscious around this, you'll start to realize you're sabotaging yourself on a major scale. Alright? So number one, you have to accept. Because when you accept, that's going to cause room for growth. And I'm going to go into another video about acceptance, because I think acceptance is the most important thing before change, because everyone else forces change. Like if they want to stop a habit, they'll just immediately shun down the habit. But it's like you're going to end up relapsing at some point. When you accept it first, you start to build awareness around what's causing it. Where did it even come from in the first place? Oh, okay, am I addicted to alcohol? Maybe it stemmed from my childhood. Maybe if I'm addicted to different drugs, oh, maybe it stemmed from my school experience. Something random, right? So the honesty is going to set you free. Honestly, because having clarity around anything is the first step for power. It's like you ain't going to be able to run a car without the engine being clarity, right? Then you can actually have some power within the machine. Terrible example, but I hope you get it, right? And then, once you have that, you're going to become way more confident, because you know what's actually you. And you're going to start to come on this self-awareness journey where you're like, oh my gosh, this is great. I didn't even know I did that. And even as you talk to people, or you even converse with the world, you'll start to realize certain triggers within you that you're like, oh my gosh, why am I even doing this? And it might seem kind of crazy to overanalyze at times, right? Because you're like, why live like that? That's perfectly fine. You don't have to. But typically, from what I've noticed, is that growth usually comes from that sense of awareness. And if you're aware in as many scenarios as you can be, you can then live more authentically, which means that you get to enjoy things as you. Yes, it is possible, and there are people living like that. Alright, so I ain't telling you to cut off anyone or cut off anything. I just want you to become more aware. Alright, so take what you will. I feel like someone needed that message today. I don't know. I felt really, really compelled to make this. So, yeah, let me know in the comments. What's one hard truth that you want to face today? You know, if you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, other than that, I've got something pretty exciting for you up sometime this week on the self-awareness side. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope this helped in any kind of little way.